A seemingly innocent high school, filled with young athletes and school spirit, becomes the stage for a horrifying story of forbidden love, betrayal, and murder. It starts with a forbidden romance between a popular high school coach and one of his star cheerleaders, their secret relationship growing deeper and more intense. What begins as passion quickly spirals out of control. A jealous obsession, manipulation, and lies set the stage for a crime that would rock their community forever. In today's true crime video, we'll delve into the chilling case of the hidden romance between a coach and his cheerleader that eventually led to a brutal murder. This story is about more than just a crime. It's about how the darkest secrets, hidden for months, unmask themselves in the most tragic of ways. Grab your seat and prepare for a story that proves how dangerous a secret can be. Welcome back to the channel, true crime fans. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a gripping true crime story. Today, we're diving deep into a case that involves a high school romance gone horribly wrong. But this isn't just any love story. This one ends in murder. This case takes place in a small town where everyone knew everyone. The school's football coach, an ambitious man with a bright future, had a secret relationship with one of his cheerleaders, a girl adored by her peers and admired by many. What no one knew was how far this relationship would go or the dark consequences that would eventually unfold. But like most forbidden romances, things don't stay hidden forever. Let's get into the details of this shocking case, which is as twisted as it is tragic. The story begins in the fall of 2015 at Jefferson High School, a tight-knit community where high school football games were the pride of the town. Coach Mike Thompson, a 35-year-old married man, was well known in the community. He was the head coach of the high school football team and had built a reputation for being tough but fair. He commanded respect on and off the field. But Coach Thompson's life was about to take a dramatic turn when he met Lily Carter, a popular 17-year-old cheerleader. Lily, with her bright smile, blonde hair, and infectious energy, was the type of girl every student and teacher admired. She was the face of the school's cheerleading squad and a rising star in her own right. At first, their relationship appeared to be strictly professional. Lily was an excellent student, excelling in both her studies and her extracurricular activities. Coach Thompson saw potential in her, not just as an athlete, but as someone who could be a role model for others. But things started to change when the pair began spending more time together. At first, it was innocent. Coaching sessions that ran late into the evening, late-night team meetings, and the occasional private conversation. But something darker was brewing beneath the surface. What started as a mentorship slowly turned into something more. By early 2016, rumors began to swirl. Coach Thompson and Lily were seen talking for hours after football practices, and some students even noticed the pair sitting together at local diners. At first, no one thought much of it. After all, Coach Thompson was well known for working closely with his athletes. But the whispers started when they began showing signs of a more intimate relationship. Lily's friends started noticing changes in her behavior. She seemed more withdrawn, often making excuses to avoid her usual hangouts with friends. Her grades slipped. She became secretive, dodging questions about her personal life. Coach Thompson, on the other hand, grew increasingly obsessed with her. His once public demeanor shifted. He began to get possessive, warning her about hanging out with other people, especially other boys. The secret romance had turned toxic, but neither Lily nor Coach Thompson seemed able to break free. They kept their relationship hidden, but with each passing day, their shared secret weighed heavier on both of them. What was once an exciting, forbidden love had turned into a suffocating, controlling force in both their lives. Lily was caught in a whirlwind of emotions. She knew the relationship was dangerous. After all, it was a clear violation of school policies and her parents' rules. But at the same time, she couldn't help the intense attraction she felt towards the man who had shown her so much attention. He was older, experienced, and made her feel special. It wasn't just about the romance. It was about the power he had over her. As the relationship deepened, things began to escalate. Lily's behavior became even more erratic, and her friendships started to suffer. She confided in a few friends, expressing that she was scared. She felt trapped in a relationship she didn't know how to end. And worse yet, Coach Thompson was becoming more controlling. In fact, Coach Thompson's jealousy and possessiveness began to take a toll on Lily's life. She was now terrified of displeasing him. Every action, every choice was scrutinized, and when she tried to distance herself from him, perhaps subconsciously reaching for the freedom she so desperately wanted, it only pushed him further into a frenzy. In May of 2016, Lily, now 17, had begun to grow closer to another student, Chris Allen. Chris was a fellow athlete, someone she trusted. They spent time together as friends, sometimes working out or talking after school. But this innocent connection sent Coach Thompson into a dangerous spiral. Jealousy began to consume him. He could no longer tolerate the thought of Lily being with anyone else. He had started to believe that she was his, and no one else could have her. He would often call her late at night, texting her, asking where she was, and growing irritable if she didn't respond fast enough. Things took a darker turn in May of 2016. Lily had been acting more distant and was seen with Chris Allen, a football player she had become close to. Chris was a close friend of Lily's, someone she confided in and trusted. But this friendship didn't sit well with Coach Thompson. He began to grow paranoid. The jealousy and possessiveness that had been simmering beneath the surface boiled over. One fateful evening after practice, Coach Thompson confronted Lily in private. The confrontation was heated. He accused her of betraying him and even threatened to ruin her reputation if she didn't stay loyal to him. Lily, fed up with the relationship but still afraid of his power over her, tried to break things off. But Coach Thompson was not the kind of man who took rejection well. He was angry, and his anger was dangerous. What happened next is still a matter of debate, but what we know is this. Coach Thompson, in a fit of rage, struck Lily. The assault was violent, brutal, and unprovoked. Lily was found dead the following morning, her body discovered by a jogger who had gone down the usual route near the school's practice field. The investigation began almost immediately, but it didn't take long for police to figure out that something wasn't right. The initial signs pointed to a crime of passion, someone who knew the victim, someone with a motive. Coach Thompson was questioned, and his alibi quickly began to unravel. Evidence surfaced, linking him to the scene. His fingerprints were found on Lily's phone, and surveillance footage showed him leaving her house in the early hours of the morning. But it was his confession that truly shocked everyone. He admitted to the murder, but his explanation was chilling. He claimed that he didn't intend to kill her. He only meant to scare her. But in the heat of the moment, things went too far. The small town was shaken. How could this happen? A beloved coach, a trusted authority figure, could commit such a heinous act? What did it mean for the students, for the cheerleading squad, and for the football team? The aftermath was devastating. The tight-knit community that had once looked up to Coach Thompson was now reeling from the betrayal. Lily's family was heartbroken, as were her friends, who couldn't believe how deep the coach's manipulation had gone. The trial began in the summer of 2017, and it was a spectacle. The media descended on the small town, and the courtroom was packed. Coach Thompson pled guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but the case left many questions unanswered. How many victims of manipulation and abuse are out there? How many relationships begin as innocent, yet spiral into violence and horror? This tragic case is a reminder that secrets can be deadly, and that sometimes the people we trust the most are capable of terrible things. It's a story about the dangers of power imbalances in relationships, and the devastating effects of obsession and control. Before we end today's video, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about Coach Thompson's actions? Could anything have been done to prevent this tragedy? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this story as gripping and chilling as we did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when a new video drops. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's always more to every story than meets the eye.